Dr. Randy here, and we're a co-host Dr. Olivia Sacci, or soon-to-be doctor.
Soon-to-be.
I call her that because she deserves that. She's already there. But anyway, we're here to talk about my pet throwing up.
Yes. So today we have a question from Mary in Georgia, and it's, my dog is throwing up. How do I make it stop?
Wow. Well, that's a very good question. And I think the most important piece of that is it consistent? Has it been going on for a while? Or did it just happen? Now, in the chronic situation, meaning it's thrown up multiple times, that's a time you need to call your veterinarian.
Yes, I agree.
We are all trained in multiple ways of figuring out what could be the impetus or the possible disease that could be going on that could be causing this, because it could be many different things.
Yeah, there's something I recently learned in my veterinary school journey called a differential diagnosis. So all of the different things that we think could be causing the vomiting.
Right. Some of those get to be quite long and elaborated.
Yes,
Those lists, I should say.
I agree.
Yeah. So, if it's just happened once, here's a couple little suggestions at home. First of all, let's withhold food, okay? There's no reason if your cat or dog has just started vomiting to let them have more of food to vomit.
Yeah, exactly.
So we tell people withhold food for at least a few hours. My tendency a lot of times, if it doesn't seem to be a real serious problem, is actually sometimes withholding food for 24 hours. Fasting our animals occasionally is really good for a lot of different reasons. We can talk about that in another question and answer.
A great segment into another episode.
But that withholding is good. The other thing is we want them to have water, but these our dogs and cats, when they're vomiting, tend to drink more water than they need.
Right.
So I always tell people, put a few ice cubes and a little bit of water in their bowl and let them have a little bit at a time. We don't
really
want
great.
them to over guzzle the water and cause the stomach to distend and vomit some more.
Yeah, but we still want them to have water so they don't become dehydrated or something like that.
Please. But remember, if this is going on more than once, repetitive times, if you see, God forbid, any blood in that vomitus, anything that looks abnormal, get a hold of your veterinarian and get in. And if not, get to an emergency service and have your pet checked out. It's very critical.
Especially because if you have a dog like mine that likes to eat inanimate objects, one of the symptoms of having something stuck in there can be the vomiting.
Yeah.
And that can be really dangerous.
Yeah, and even in that situation, just to add, I've done endoscopy for years. And so often if we get those early where that inanimate object is still in the stomach, many times we can preclude surgery and go in with an endoscope and grab it. I've done hundreds of those. Sometime we'll cover what I've seen in that. I used to have a great slide that I'd show of all the things I pulled out in a year from dogs and cats' stomachs.
I would love to see that.
We'll have to find that for you.
And then I guess my last kind of question is, when we do reintroduce food, what's your opinion on a bland diet or something like that?
Great question. So I'm really sticky about the bland diet.
Okay.
You'll hear a lot of people recommend chicken and rice.
Yes.
I don't do that. Why? Because in Chinese medicine, chicken is a hot food, so it can create more inflammation.
Yes.
And the rice is a simple carb that turns to sugar, which is inflammatory. I like to use things like turkey or beef and oats.
Okay.
Or millet or barley. The easiest is Quaker oats. Just get the old fashioned. Don't buy the quick. Nuke it a little bit. Add your turkey or beef in small amounts. But remember, start with very small amounts of this and then work up.
That makes a lot of sense, because just like if you were sick and you tried to eat a bunch of food after you stopped vomiting, that wouldn't go down so well.
No.
Especially if you were trying to eat something like sushi.
Yep.
That's maybe we start off with something a little more simple.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah. So we hope that helps. Thanks for joining us. You could find us on our social media on Instagram or YouTube at Dr. Randy Pet Vet. Also my website. Also, you can follow Dr. Sacci at Dr. Sacci. That's Sacci.
He's got it.
Yep.
He's an Italian.
Where I'm getting it. Anyway, again, and tell your pet friends to subscribe, listen to us, follow us. It really helps us get more information the more of those followers we have.
And if you or any of them have any questions, please feel free to add those in the comments on YouTube, on Instagram, or go to his website and submit one. We look through those and we respond to them with these podcasts so that you can get the information that you need. So thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys.